You know when you tell your friend that you should start a podcast?
That's what we did.
Hi, my name is Tati.
And my name is Esme.
This is the Soul and Sips podcast.
Come and have a sip with us.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back
Yeah.
to another episode.
Yay.
How are you?
I'm good. I went to the hairdresser yesterday. I feel like a new person. Even though I turned out a little bit more red than I hoped.
I like it.
But-
I don't think it's... I don't see any red.
You know, I'm happy with it. And it's like, it's also nice to have it a little bit shorter because hopefully that will help me to, you know,
Yeah.
take a little bit less time to take care of it. But how are you? Because you didn't have the best week.
I was sick. You might hear a little bit weird voice because I'm better. But I was sick the whole week. I got sick last weekend and I was dead the whole week. It was like fever, coughing, mayhem. But I got things to make me feel better. So
Cute.
I'm feeling better now.
Cute.
Feeling
Well,
better
it was
now.
so boring without you at the office.
Oh, I know.
Sorry for everybody that was there. No, but I think it's not only because you were not there, but also because we were changing like the seating arrangement in our corner.
You
So
have to
now
sit together.
I don't have a spot to sit, like you know, but it's fine.
Yeah.
We just need to like find a way with new colleagues and stuff
Yeah.
to.
So it'll be fine. It will be fine. I'll be
But yeah.
back next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
I think I will be back. I want to be back normal next week.
Yeah.
Because last week I was in the couch.
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah, because everybody's been
Non-stop.
sick these weeks.
Yeah.
Like we're just taking turns.
Yeah. Well, I was avoiding getting sick because
Yeah.
everybody around me was sick before, and I avoided. I was like, oh,
Yeah, you were kind of bragging
I
about
was like,
how
oh,
good
I'm
your
so
immune
healthy.
system.
I'm immune to everything.
Yeah.
But then this weekend, somebody close to me was sick, and then it got me.
Yeah, it hit
got
you.
me. It got me.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Now my immune system is great. I'm gonna find
Back on it.
everything back on it.
Yeah, exactly.
I have my bike back now. Got fixed.
Yeah,
I'm a
finally.
normal human being now,
Yeah.
so that's good.
Exactly.
But yeah, but
Oh, and the drink of the day.
we're drinking. We're
Sip of the
drinking
day.
something that my mom told me to drink every time I get sick. Agua panela con limón, which is agua panela. It's like sugar cane, but like compact and like in a block, and then you boil it. So now it's like sweet water, and then you put lime on it. Remedy, perfect remedy. Apparently that's
Yeah.
why. So that's what I've been drinking the past days. And I was like, you know what? I might be coughing, so what is gonna be good for my throat? Agua panela con
Yeah,
limón.
and something warm.
Yeah, and it's something warm because it's not cold anymore, but it is kind of gloomy. So
Yeah.
that matches the mood today.
Yay.
Yay!
Nice.
And today we're gonna talk about weddings because we're getting married.
No.
We're getting married. Actually, I'm looking for the European passport. You know.
Seriously, yeah, seriously, like lately, I cannot say this, but so recently I was in a place where I heard somebody talking about that,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh yeah, I just got a new partner," but like I don't know, they were not from the Netherlands,
Yeah.
so we just decided to get married because otherwise you have to wait like 5 years to get your passport, and if you get married, it's 3.
Oh.
Yeah, so
That's too late
you
for
guys
me
have
now.
like, or you guys, like Javi has to be here 5 years.
Yeah.
But unless we get married, if we get married, then he could already get a passport next year.
Well,
No, but this is the thing. I don't want that to be the reason why we marry.
no.
You know?
No, like when I came here to the Netherlands, that was one thing that is like, if I want to stay here and if I want to go for the citizenship, I do it by myself.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to do it with somebody else or somebody else will help me. I don't want to. I
Yeah.
want to do this by my own. Like
Yeah.
I don't want anybody.
Yeah. No, I get it.
And
I
so
get it.
far, I'm doing my own.
Yeah, exactly.
I might be doing it later this year. I don't know. We will see.
But
we
also
are not getting married.
no worries. Yeah, but actually, because how do you see weddings? Like, or how do you see marriage? Do you want to get married?
I don't know. I feel like my answer always is like depends the day. I feel at some point when growing up, it's always like the dream, you little you
Yeah,
dream
like
about
the
it, blah blah blah.
princess
Yes, exactly.
thing.
And later on, especially since I moved to the Netherlands, I realized that like you don't really need to get married to be with somebody.
No, true.
That kind of switched my mind and be like, I want if I want to get married, it's before that, I will know that I want to spend the rest of my life with a person. But like marriage won't be because of that. It's because okay, let's just like formalize this and let's have a party for friends to celebrate love, blah blah blah. That's how I see it more, because I don't want to just like get married for the sake of getting married because
No,
it's
exactly.
like the next step in life. I don't want that.
No.
I most likely would like to get married eventually, but I don't want it to be like a milestone to be in my life. I don't want that.
Or
I
something that you have a deadline on. Or
yes,
something.
exactly. I don't want it to be like that. I want to be with that person and me. And then the wedding, and it's more like a celebration with everybody. But then it's like, well, I already kind of knew that we want to spend the rest of life together. Not because, yeah. What about you?
No, I think I kind of have the same point of view. But I did always have this, you know, dream of getting married one day for like so long.
Yeah.
That it's almost difficult to, you know,
To not dream about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard too.
And I'm not in a rush at all.
No.
Like, I completely agree with what you say. I think you need to have some level of certainty before you actually go for that step. But yeah, like now with my partner, like we talk about it and we both see it in the future. It's not something that I would ever pressure him to ask me or, you know, I'm not like that.
I think you will know, like, let's say, if he does that, like if you propose anytime, like in this year, like you wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. No, I wouldn't be. It would be a little bit faster than than I thought. But I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, I see a life with him.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
So in that sense, like I'm already there yet. But I think it's really good to have like years together before you make that decision.
Oh, not that many years.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just not in a rush with that at all. I think, like, also maybe it's also just because my parents, like, they were together for 7 years before they got married. Like, that's quite long.
Yeah.
But I think that that's a good thing, to be honest. Because you can go through life together and see how your partner and you together act in different types of circumstances and stuff. You just learn about each other.
Yeah, but like even right now for you, if you know right now, like, oh yeah, I see a future, blah blah blah. You both see a future, and it's kind of like, yeah, whenever that happens, happens.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of like, okay, but if you are advice, if you are in a long relationship, and that was never a discussion, and it was ever a problem to bring that up, leave.
Get out of there.
Get out there, please. Get out there.
Yeah.
Get a red flag.
Unless it also really scares you. Like, what if there are also people that don't want to get married or don't even see that.
Yeah. But then you should have the conversation.
Yes.
Then you should know that, okay, this person is scared, they don't want that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Also, if you think that, like, you really don't want to get married, that's one of the first questions that you ask on, like, first date-ish. Because if you're not going to change the mind, or you're going to be like, oh, maybe you'll change your mind. Maybe they know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's almost the same. Well, it's of course slightly different, but you know, I think it's the same with like how you should talk about if you want kids very early on.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Because if you really want that, but the person that you're dating really doesn't want that, then I don't know. Like, you know, either you go for one of the choice and one gets resentful or something. You know, like talk about it. Communicate. Communication. Yeah, that's true. Like I think it's just about talking and how you're feeling. And like I say, I don't think the marriage and all that
has a deadline or like
No.
a timeline, and whenever happens, happens. But I feel that if you want that with a person, you probably will already kind of know and feel that
Yeah.
that's where it is going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, also, like, I also want to like save up for that, like money. Like it's so expensive.
So expensive. Oh my
It's
god.
not like an option now either.
No.
Like because also it depends on what you have in mind.
Yeah.
But last year, Javi and I went to Italy, and it was such a nice location, and they used that location for weddings.
Yeah.
And then like we got a tour there, and they showed us all the place where people would have their wedding and the reception and everything. And then it's like, I don't know, it just becomes visual. So then we were talking about it, because that would something like that would be so beautiful.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
Like to do it in another country, like Italy
Yeah.
or Spain or whatever, and like have that,
Yeah.
space where you can be with your family and friends for like, I don't know,
Well,
some
we
days
can-
then,
yeah,
because
some
otherwise
days.
you're not gonna go all the way there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's obviously not an option right now to like financially
no.
either.
Exactly.
So even though like yes, I want it one day, but
Yeah.
I'm not in a rush at all.
No, that is crazy. That like weddings are so expensive.
Yeah. Whenever something has label wedding, it's like it gets 10 times more.
Yeah. Yeah, label like you could go to a trip with your family and have a party in Airbnb. Let's say that.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but it's okay. But the moment you put wedding on it,
Yeah. Yeah.
through the roof.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, we have a coworker that she's planning her wedding, and all the things that she needs to plan and all that.
Yeah.
And she sometimes tells me a bit, and I'm like, oh. But she loves organizing and all that, so like,
Yeah.
just drive it.
Yeah. But it's a lot of work. Oh my gosh, I cannot.
Yeah. Also for you, like then, for example, like Javi, then his parents will have
Yeah.
to come here. All that.
Yeah.
Like I have that in my head, kind of like too. It's like, wow, how I live here. How will that
Yeah.
come here?
Yeah.
We'll like have weddings in other countries. And I don't know.
Exactly. That's the thing actually with like multicultural relationships. If you're together and you're like from completely different parts of the world, then like
Yeah. You have
how are you gonna get everybody together for a wedding? Like that's super
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, and not many people can afford that.
No.
Like,
You need
I
to
would
be.
say, yeah. I would say like, we can, like if you have your wedding in Italy, then I probably could make it because there and then how I live and all that, I probably make it. But let's say if somebody from another country don't have the means, it would be like a week to take off to fly all the way to Europe, for example. It's a lot to us. So
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Sometimes you just go to the place thing, sign the thing, like,
Yeah.
married, done.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Also, I don't know how it's in the Netherlands, but I know in the States, some people get married because of some tax benefits. Do you have something like that in here? Do you know?
No, honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea. I am not yet at the stage where my friends are getting married or something.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Like-
Well, I've seen some, like, not friends, but like people that I went to high school with
Yeah.
getting married, and I'm like,
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
were you a child?
Yeah, me too. I know.
That's why it blows my mind that I feel that we enter in a little bit the age of like people getting married, and I'm like, were you a child?
Yeah.
Or like
Sometimes I think about like who's gonna be first, of like all the people we know that we are like hanging out with, you know. Who would be the first to get married
I don't know.
or have a baby?
Ooh, have a baby. Oof.
Oof.
That's like
Next level for another time.
another episode. But have you been to other weddings, and what kind of traditions have you seen?
Yeah, no, honestly, I've only been to like a couple weddings, and I think one was maybe a little bit traditional, but I was a kid, so I don't really remember. I think the general, how do you say that? Like general thing here in the Netherlands is like to have Christian like weddings. I think. Don't quote me on that. But it's like the typical thing you see in TV shows and movies, and
Yeah.
you know, with like a ceremony and somebody marrying the two people, maybe somebody from the church, maybe not.
Like a priest and like
Yeah,
in a
and
church.
like the bride in a white dress and the
Yeah.
groom in a suit, or
Yeah. Do you have bridesmaids?
I think no, not in the way that you have in the US, that you choose multiple.
Yeah, I think.
So what we have
I don't know how that
here
works.
is like, I think it's more like the maid of honor
Yeah.
and the best man that you have in like places like the US.
Mm-hmm.
We have that. So I would
Yeah.
choose, I think, only one person,
Yeah.
like one friend of mine, like a girl probably.
Usually, I think recently, like a friend of us got married last year. That was like the only wedding I've been,
Yeah.
and it wasn't wedding, traditional wedding.
No,
It was really nice, but
It
it,
was so
wasn't
nice.
like traditional wedding.
Yeah.
And they had like a witness
Yeah.
when they signed the papers.
Yeah. So that you do have that here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like a
I
witness
think
that
in
has to come there.
Colombia too. I don't know. The only wedding I've been in Colombia was my parents.
And you were young, right?
And I was like, I think 7. So I was the little, how is it called?
Were you the
Bear-
flower girl?
No, I was
Oh.
the ringer. Is it called?
Oh,
The person who brings the
bearer.
rings.
Bearer? No, I
Ring
don't know.
bearer.
The ring bringer, we can call it today. It's so cute when they have like either kids or like dogs like bringing the rings. I think that's so freaking cute.
Oh, that's so cute. But that will be, like, if I know before the episode we Google like some traditionals
Yeah.
and like, to have this, and you were looking, and apparently there is like a ceremony, a reception,
Yeah.
and a party.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. A ceremony, a reception, a dinner, and a party.
Okay. So imagine if you have your dog in the ceremony, because that's where it brings the rings.
Yeah.
For the other things, where did you leave it?
I don't know if it all has to be in the same day. So I think that's actually, now that you say it, the reception is the one where you bring the witness. So it's for the state.
Oh, for the legal
yeah,
paper.
the legal
document.
part.
Ah,
The ceremony
maybe,
can be in a church. Doesn't have to be in a church, but like
It's like they walk down the
Yeah.
aisle.
like the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing that
Looks
groom,
beautiful.
groom kissed the bride. Yay!
Yay! Yeah, like somebody giving away the bride and stuff.
Ooh, somebody bring him. Is it like, I know traditionally it's like the dad giving
Yeah.
away their baby. You think you want your dad to do that? Or you both
Girl,
of your
this
parents?
is why I said I might cry.
Because
Yeah.
no, but it could be also both of your parents.
Like my dad was sick when I was pretty young, and that is something that like had a really big impact on me and on my life. And I feel my heart like beating. Yeah, I know this is very emotional for me. So, and then like the thing is he had a heart attack, which
Yeah.
is like of course like that was like really big thing in my life. And the day before or the night before he had his heart surgery that took like super long and was like nerve-wracking, of course, he wrote me a letter, and he was like, just in case I'm not there anymore, know that is one of the moments that I would have wanted to be with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sweet. Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
so-
sad, but so cute. But
I know. So if I watch Love is Blind and they were marrying on reality TV, I always cry for that part because I'm like, so I'm not rushing in the sense that I don't want to like push to get married, but on the other hand, I really want my dad to be there.
Yeah.
And he is still like he's still on medication and stuff, and like I don't know how long he's gonna be here.
yeah, you don't know.
Like it
so
can
then-
always happen. You know,
Yeah.
if you have a heart disease, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
sometimes in my mind, I'm like, maybe we should rush it
Maybe
for that
we
reason,
should.
but that's not a good reason.
Yeah.
But I really want him to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cute.
But what about you? Like, did you? Are there any very Colombian wedding traditions that you know of, or that you just found on the internet?
Yeah, because I've never been to one. It's very like kind of at the same time like Christian or like the way the America is. I don't think we have bridesmaids. I don't think I ever saw any of that. I think we have a witness. Again for like the legal documents. I saw some that like the groom give coins to the bride. Never saw that.
Yeah.
think it's very common. One thing that I saw that I was like, oh, but this is not like a wedding thing. This is like a party thing.
Yeah.
Is that we have the hora loca, which is
I
the
just
crazy
saw
hour.
that because I looked up Dutch weddings, but I
Yeah.
also looked up Cuban weddings. It was also there.
It's like yeah, exactly. It's not like a Colombian wedding thing. It's like a Latin party
Yeah.
thing in general.
Yeah.
When you go the crazy hour, and
But what is it?
so it's like when you're in a party, you're usually like Latin parties are a lot about dancing. So you have like chairs, dancing, blah blah blah, and you have food on the side, you have drinks, you're drinking, eating, and dancing the whole night. And then around maybe like I would say 1 a.m. maybe, that's when the crazy hour comes.
Yeah.
And that's when they come with like different like things. So like glasses, balloons, hats, whistles, anything, crazy things.
Anything.
And they will put
so cool.
this kind of music that everybody knows. And some of them have like dances, some of them is just like crazy dancing, and then that's just the crazy hour. That's when like the party starts. That's when it starts.
Oh my
the crazy
God.
hour. And actually last year when I was this year, New Year's Eve, I went to like a Colombian restaurant with like a big party with my parents.
Oh yeah.
And they have like crazy hour. And
Oh,
they
really?
were bringing balloons. My sister went crazy. My sister went bananas.
Oh, I love that.
And if
That's
she
so
allows
cool.
me, I will put a little clip of her
If she-
dancing, going crazy. If she allows me, she will be like, Flaca, please no. And I'll be like, Mona.
This is what we need.
This is what we need. This is the content we
Yeah,
need.
exactly.
She is the animal of the party. So, like I said, it was like for New Year's Eve, and that's a classic thing. So it's just for parties, but it's apparently like a wedding thing in Colombia. And I
Yeah.
thought, oh, that's fun.
That's so fun. It sounds really fun.
Yeah, that's when crazy goes, mayhem,
Yeah.
and then because it's like around 1 a.m., you
Yeah.
just keep going
Yeah.
until like.
Yeah, I
5.
think like a party, like that's also the whole thing, right? I think that why I want a wedding. It's just like what you said earlier, you celebrate love. You celebrate that you found somebody that you really love and you know that
Yeah.
you want to spend your life with, and all your family and all your friends, everyone is there. I don't know. That's the whole point of the thing, I think. Like just partying, celebrating love.
Yeah, that's I think that's the point, and also it is a moment when you will kind of like bring together a lot of people in your life.
Yeah.
Would
That
you-
maybe won't see each other like in other circumstances.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to have like a big wedding?
I don't know because like I said, I would like to do it somewhere else in another country, or at least not in the Netherlands. I want it to be sunny and warm.
Yeah.
I think maybe I want the kind of the same that my parents had. So like literally just renting a villa and like somewhere,
Yeah.
and
kinda
maybe
cute.
I think it's going to be difficult, right? Because if I have in mind like, oh, I want like 20 30 people
Yeah.
or something, then I'm gonna have to choose like only my best friends, and like
Yeah.
then you have to select who's coming, who's not coming, who's
Yeah.
bringing a partner, who's not bringing a partner, or things like that. And then also from Javi's side, of course, because
Yeah, it's
So
not-
I don't think it's really realistic to say like, oh, 30 people can come.
Yeah. No. I would think that maybe realistic, maybe 50.
Yeah, maybe.
Because also you have to think some of your friends will bring the partners and stuff. And in our case, some of their partners are also our friends, so like
Yeah.
that's kind of okay. But some of the people will be like, yeah, you bring your partner. That's kind of like
Yeah,
normal.
it's normal.
thing.
Yeah. I honestly don't know how many people my parents had. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I think I want something like that. I think that's super nice.
I think that's nice.
They also
Not
spent a
big.
week and stuff, like, you
Yeah.
know, and they just literally had, like, one day this couple would cook, and the next day was another couple, and the next day
Wow,
was my
that's
grandparents or whatever, you know? So they, like, kind of just did it together, except the ceremony that was all organized.
Yeah.
But I think that's very cute, because it's more like a family kind of feeling,
Yeah.
and, like, really spending a week with those
Yeah, with
people,
just
and
those
they
people.
sometimes, they still talk about it.
Oh.
That's why I like it too. It's like really an
That's so
experience.
cute.
Like everybody is. Recently, we made a book for my mom for her birthday, and there were like multiple people that mentioned the wedding. Yeah, I think it's super cute.
Oh, that
So-
sounds very cute.
But what about you? Like, if you're getting married one day, do you have something in mind of what you want it to look like?
Yeah, I have my Pinterest board.
Confession.
I have my Pinterest board. Every girl has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like sometimes depends on like where I am in life. I'm like, yeah, love, and sometimes I'm like, now I'm like, yay, love.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, I get it.
I think I wouldn't like a massive. Like I've seen those big ass parties when it's like 100, and then they say like, oh, you don't even eat in your own wedding because you're worried about the others. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want
No.
any flashy things. I don't want any big thing.
No, same.
I want something nice, small-ish.
As small as possible. Yeah.
And like I just want to have fun. I also want to have fun.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to like be just a party for others, but like I also want to be fun. Like I want that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense, I think.
Yeah.
And are there any, like, because we were talking about traditions, is there anything that you want to,
That I would like to do.
yeah, or like start, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe I will have to Google like the weirdest tradition ever in the world
And then choose that.
and just do it.
Yeah, exactly. I also
like-
don't really have something, honestly,
Yeah,
that
I don't know either. I like the. Oh, I think maybe it's not like a Colombian. Like you cut the cake together.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
One of the things is like I don't know if I would like to have a cake.
At all.
Yeah.
Why not?
So hear me out. This is an idea of like a friend that is getting married. We were talking about this, and she told me this, and I was like, "This is genius." Just not having a cake,
But why?
because it's like they don't like cake in general. Like they just don't enjoy it, and it's like, why would we have a
Something
giant
you
cake
don't enjoy,
because
yeah.
because we have to? And she's getting married at the end of July, I think so, beginning of August, and she has having ice cream.
Oh, that's super cute. I love that.
Like, they have food, like
Yeah.
a dinner, but as like a cake kind of thing, they have ice cream, and I was like,
That is very
that is
cute.
genius. And it's
That
like,
is very
yeah,
cute.
if you're in a party and if you're in like at the end of summer, what do you want?
Yeah.
Ice cream. And I was like, oh, that is genius. Like, so that would be kind of something fun to do, like different,
Yeah.
or like a cupcake or like cookies. or
Yeah,
something
exactly.
like
I
that.
feel like
something
I don't know.
else than a cake.
Yeah. Or like have it made by somebody you know. Or
Yeah.
something.
Well, it depends how
So-
many people.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like one of my friends, she makes the most beautiful cakes. But I also know that like she loves to do that. Like she loves to bake cakes, and they're so good. They're like the best cakes I've ever had in my life. But I also know that she's very worried, and she wants everybody to really like the cake. So I wouldn't want to stress her out.
Ooh, yeah.
Even though it would be such a beautiful thing
Gift,
to
yeah.
have, you know. I wouldn't pressure that it has to be some kind of way,
Yeah,
but I know
yeah.
that she would feel that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I have that idea. I thought that was genius. I was
Yeah.
like, that's nice.
yeah,
I want ice cream. What about an
Super
ice cream
cute.
cake?
yeah.
I was like,
Why not?
why not?
Anything is possible. It's your
Everything is possible.
yeah, exactly.
And it is your wedding, so literally
Yeah.
everything can like you don't have to follow the traditional
No,
things.
of course not.
If you want to do it, then yes. It depends on your partner. Like if they want to do
Yeah.
it too, then depends that. But it's your wedding. You do it yourself.
Yeah,
Do whatever the hell you want.
exactly.
If you want to jump out of a bridge,
Do it.
Do it. Go ahead, do
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
But anyways, to wrap up this
Yeah.
wedding episode, we wanted to say like a fun question thing.
A little dilemma. I
A
would
little
say.
dilemma. And you know how like in some certain countries you have arranged marriage,
Yeah.
which that's another topic in
That's
itself,
another topic.
other episode. But if you have to have an arranged marriage, would you prefer your parents pick your husband or your siblings pick your husband? Because you have three brothers.
Three brothers. Yeah, honestly, I don't know, because both options would have a good, you know, like.
Sense of what you want.
No, I don't think so. Like, I think That would probably be very wrong, but both. I don't know. Honestly, if I had to choose, like, because I know that my parents would be like, probably choose somebody that, you know, has all the right things on paper or something.
Yeah.
And then my brothers would probably look for somebody that fits with them. You know? Like for boys.
What a friend.
For all the boys' nights. Yeah, I think.
No.
I don't know.
That's funny though.
But I think maybe I would say my parents. Because they do know me very well and they know maybe what I need and want, I think. I don't know.
I don't know, it's a arranged marriage.
Yeah.
Hypothetical.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Hypothetical.
Very hypothetical.
Yeah. But what about you? What would you do? Like, have your parents choose or your sister?
I think my sister.
Yeah. But that's an obvious choice almost.
Like for
I
me,
think.
it's a very choice, like obvious, because also my sister knows me very well.
Yeah.
My parents know me like enough, but my sister kind of knows. But also, we have to think that my sister and I are almost 10 years apart.
Yeah.
And we always have this dilemma with like, we watch the same shows or something. She always likes the opposite person that I like. I'm like, but it's because she's a teenager, you know? She just doesn't know.
Yeah.
But I will.
But maybe then she would know who you would choose, though.
That's true. That's true.
So.
Yeah. Even that she will be like, I don't support this, but you will choose this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will choose my sister. I think so she will know.
Yeah. That I think also, like, that's the same reason why I would choose my parents in the end, because my mom and I are pretty close. Yeah. I feel like she knows what I would...
what you would like and what would you want.
I think, yeah.
What is the best for you?
Yeah.
I don't know if my sister will pick what is the best for me. If I'm just gonna listen to this one, she's like...
She's like, excuse me? Yeah. And as she should.
Knowing her.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, but...
Okay, but that was a good dilemma, I think, to end with.
Yeah. What would you choose?
Yeah, what would you choose?
Yeah, what would you choose if you have to rearrange your siblings
Or
your parents? And if you don't have siblings, your best friend. Well, then that's so easy. Like, I would pick you to choose mine instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though you'll be like, oh. Ew.
Ew.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's okay.
But yeah, that's a good dilemma to end up.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, please share, like,
subscribe,
leave comments,
share
it to everybody, go around, scream it
just
to everybody.
send it out.
Send it, yeah, just share it around, like, to everybody who might just wants to listen to us.
Comment on our content.
Yes. And I see you next time.
See you.
Doei.
Bye.